Picking the right gaming PC case in 2026 comes down to GPU clearance, radiator support, airflow, and how clean the cable management can actually get. These are the best gaming PC cases worth considering for a new build, ranked by real compatibility, thermals, and value for the money. Let's get into it.
Starting off at number 5, we're kicking things off with the Lian 011D Mini V2. And the angle here is pretty specific, full ATX hardware in a chassis that doesn't eat your whole desk. For me, this is one of the smartest compact designs out right now. You can drop in a full ATX motherboard, a full-size ATX power supply up to 200mm, and still keep that dual-chamber showcase look. That combo isn't easy to pull off, and Lian nailed it. The cooling story is where I think it really earns its spot. You've got room for a 360 AIO up top, a 240 on the side, and that 10-degree slanted bottom tray pushing air straight at the GPU. If you care about graphics card thermals on a heavy build, that angled intake is doing real work. No modding, no jank brackets, it's just baked into the design. The back connect motherboard support is the detail I'd flag. If you're planning a clean cable hidden build with a BTF or Project Zero board, this case is built around that idea. Front side aesthetics with no 24 pins sticking out at you. Now, the honest tension. The base model ships with no fans. Zero. You either budget for your own set or grab the Flow version that comes with 5 reverse blade PWM fans pre-installed. My take? If airflow matters to you, just go Flow and skip the math. Also, CPU cooler clearance caps at 160mm. Most mid-tower air coolers fit fine, but the tallest premium ones won't. Worth checking the spec sheet on your cooler before you commit. Something that comes up a lot in early builder posts is how enjoyable it is to actually assemble. The movable I/O panel, GPU anti-sag bracket, the cable channels, it all feels thought through. This is a chassis for someone who likes the building part, not just the result. If you want a showpiece ATX rig without going full tower, this fits the brief. The link is in the description. At number 4, we've got the Lian LANCOOL 207, and this one earned its spot by rethinking the layout instead of just refining it. Here's the move. The PSU sits at the front, not the bottom. That frees up the floor of the case for 2 120mm PWM fans pushing air directly up into the GPU. If your graphics card runs hot under load, that's a structural fix, not a workaround. The cooling story keeps going. 2 140mm ARGB fans up front with infinity mirrors, 360 radiator support on top, and mesh panels on front, top, and bottom. 4 pre-installed fans out of the box, which at this tier is generous. You're not paying extra just to make it breathe. Compatibility is where I think it really delivers. It's technically an M ATX chassis, but the recessed motherboard tray fits a full ATX board. GPU clearance goes up to 410mm, so even chunky 3-slot cards drop in without drama. PSU support caps at 160mm, which covers most ATX units, but not the longest high wattage ones. Worth checking your spec sheet before you commit. The honest trade-off, that front-mounted PSU uses an adapter cable to keep the connector ports facing outward. It works, and cable management is cleaner because of it, but if you've built a dozen traditional cases, the first build here will feel a little unfamiliar. Watch a setup walkthrough before you start. Something I'd flag as a real bonus, the GPU anti-sag bracket comes pre-installed and adjusts to fit basically any card size. Sag protection without hunting down an extra accessory. For someone planning a heavy ATX gaming build where GPU thermals matter more than a pure showcase look, this case argues for itself. The link is in the description. Number 3 on the list is the Thermaltake View 270 Plus, and the angle here is simple. Pillarless tempered glass on the front and side at a price that doesn't ask you to compromise on the basics. For me, this is one of the easier wins on a tighter budget. You get the wraparound glass showcase look, 3 120mm ARGB fans already in the box, and USB-C on the front panel. That last one matters more than people give it credit for. A new build in 2026 without front USB-C feels dated, and Thermaltake didn't skip it here. On compatibility, the numbers line up with what most gaming builds actually need. 360mm radiator support up top, so a beefy AIO drops in without drama. GPU clearance goes up to 420mm, which covers basically every current high-end card, even the chunky 3-slot ones. If you're planning around a heavy graphics card and a strong CPU cooler, the room is there. Now, the trade-off. Pillarless glass is a look, but it's also 2 big panels that need careful handling on arrival and during the build. Pack it carefully if you're moving the rig, and don't lean hard into that front corner. It's the nature of the design, not a Thermaltake specific issue, just something to factor in. The other thing I'd flag, honestly, the included ARGB fans are fine for intake duty and they light the case up nicely. But if you're chasing the absolute best thermals on a high TDP build, you might swap them later for something with stronger static pressure on a radiator. That's a tweak, not a deal breaker. Out of the box, airflow is solid for a glass-fronted chassis. Where I think this case really argues for itself is value. You're getting the dual glass showpiece aesthetic, USB-C, 3 ARGB fans, and proper radiator and GPU clearance in one package. For a first serious gaming build or a clean second rig, that combo is hard to fault. The link is in the description. Moving to number 2 on the list, the Corsair Frame 4000D RS ARGB. And what puts it this high is the modular concept Corsair built the whole chassis around.
Here's the angle. This case is designed to be reconfigured. Swap the front I/O panel for more USB ports, upgrade the motherboard tray, slide fans along the InfiniRail mounting system to land them exactly where your build needs airflow. Most cases lock you into one layout. This one moves with the build. On cooling, the numbers are generous. Support for up to 3 360mm radiators, room for a 200mm front fan, and 3 RS120 ARGB fans pre-installed up front. The smart part? Those fans come daisy-chained out of the box, so you plug in one PWM connector and one ARGB connector. That's it. No hub gymnastics, no cable spaghetti behind the tray. The integrated GPU support bracket is the detail I'd flag. It's adjustable, properly solid, and built into the case. Sag protection without hunting down a third-party brace, which on a heavy 3-slot card, you'll appreciate the first time you move the rig. The honest trade-off? The rear fan slot ships empty. 3 intakes up front, nothing pulling air out the back. For a high wattage build, you'll want to budget at least one 120 or 140 exhaust to balance the airflow. Cheap fix, just plan for it. Something that comes up a lot in builder coverage is how generous the feature set feels for what the frame line costs. Modular chassis, ARGB fans bundled, back connect motherboard support, USB-C on the front. That combination usually sits a tier above in price. The other thing worth knowing, the GPU bracket gets singled out repeatedly as one of the better integrated supports in this category. When several voices agree on the same hardware detail, I take that seriously. If you want a case that adapts as your build evolves instead of boxing you in, this argues for itself. The link is in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. Taking the top spot, we've got the HYTE Y70 Touch in Snow White. And yeah, this one earns first place on a different argument than everything else on the list. The headline is the 14.9-inch touchscreen built into the front, 2.5K resolution, 60 Hz, 10-point multi-touch, driven by HYTE's Nexus software. You can run system stats, custom wallpapers, animations, even pipe in a second display. That panel is 43% brighter than the previous version, which sounds like spec sheet noise until you see one in a lit room. It actually reads. Beyond the screen, the chassis itself is serious. 3-piece panoramic glass, dual-chamber interior, and a vertical GPU mount that ships with a PCIe 4.0x16 riser already in the box. Color-matched canopy too, so the graphics card sits clean without that aftermarket bracket look. Cooling capacity is where I think it really earns first place. 360 radiator support on the side at 125mm thick, an adjustable top that takes up to 68mm, and cold floor cooling underneath for a trio of 120s or 2 140s, up to 10 fans total. For a heavy build with a high TDP CPU and a chunky GPU, that's headroom most cases don't give you. Now, the honest part. This case is expensive. You're paying a premium for the touchscreen, the glass, and the finish. If the integrated display doesn't excite you, one of the picks lower on the list fits the brief just as well at a fraction of the spend. But if you want a showpiece rig where the chassis itself is part of the visual identity, nothing else on this ranking competes. Real talk, this is built for people who treat their PC like a statement piece. Streamers, content creators, anyone whose desk shows up on camera. For that buyer, the Y70 Touch is the ceiling. The link is in the description. You can now tell what holds up from what falls short. If budget matters most and you still want a showcase look, number 3. If you want a modular ATX build that adapts as you upgrade, number 2. And if you want a true statement piece with an integrated touchscreen, number 1. Amazon prices go up and down. Check them in the links in the description.